Big back, low back, big back. Hi guys, so it's Sofia here and I am doing a Q&A type of video today. So as you guys know, I am studying medicine and I'm studying medicine in Bulgaria. My university is Pleven. So I study medicine at the Medical University of Pleven, and I have gotten a lot of questions over the past few months, especially like recently about studying in Pleven, studying abroad, and I decided to answer those questions. And you guys have been asking me and I've been answering I get a lot of questions on Facebook, on Instagram mostly, and then I got a few on YouTube as well. But the thing is, I usually answer them like to the person like on Instagram or on Facebook. But I decided to do a video so that if people are looking for these things like online, they'll be able to find my video and they'll be able to get the answers straight away. And also I'll be able to direct people to this video when they're asking me as well. Also you can direct your friends, your sisters, your brothers, because I know a lot of people have been saying that they've not really seen excuse my voice. I know a lot of people have been saying that they don't really see information online, videos online. When it comes to studying in Pleven, studying in Bulgaria, there's not really much, but I decided to give you that information, and this is due to my experiences, my opinions, what I think. I'm being completely honest. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm just gonna tell you how it is so that you know. I feel like when I came, even though people did tell me, but I feel like people did not give me the real honest truth. A little bit was sugar-coated, and I felt like when I came I was like, rah, these lot are crazy out here, these lot are mad. So yes, and I just want to be completely honest with you guys. And then I've been here for 3 years now. I started in 2016 February. We are in November 2018, so we're gonna be in December. It's nearly 3 years that I've been here. So I have, has it been 2016 February 2017, 2017 February 2018. Yes, it's nearly 3 years that I have been here. So I have, you know, some experience. I can speak to my experience, I speak to my opinions. I'm being brutally honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So I'm just going to answer the questions that you guys have sent me, and most of them are similar. So as I'm answering them, I hope I'm answering everyone's questions. But if you have any more questions, just make sure you put them down below, and I will go ahead and I will also do another question and answer video if need be. Like, I want to do more medical type of videos, so if you have any suggestions, please let me know. That's why I'm doing like day in my lives, I'm doing vlogs. I'm trying to let you guys know what it's like to be here and stuff like that. So yeah, sorry if I'm shouting. I'm trying to get all the information out. Okay, calm down up here. So this is the most recent one. So hi, I'll be going to Pleven Medical School next year. Do you have any tips about the course and how you have found it so far? How is Bulgaria in general, and why did you decide to study abroad? What A levels did you take? Can you speak Bulgarian? Can people that side speak English? How did you adjust? Where did you get your hair done that side, and how is the lifestyle in general? So start from why did I decide to study abroad. So I did a first degree in the UK, so I did biomedical sciences, and I wanted to do medicine. That was my first option from day one. But what happened was I transferred from Italy when I was 14. So when I went to the UK, I only did my GCSE straight away, and I found it really difficult, like coming from a different country. So when I went straight on from my GCSE to do my A levels, I did not get the grades that I needed for medicine the first in my AS level. So you need to get like predicted like A's, right, in the UK, so they can put you forward to do medicine or to go to like Osbridge or to like just to put you forward. So I didn't get the grades I needed, so I didn't do medicine. So I then went straight and did biomedical sciences at university. So when I finished uni, I wanted to go back to medicine, and it took me a while. I was applying. My first option was to apply for IMATs to go to Italy, because I lived in Italy before. I am Italian, so it would have been easier for me. But I didn't. I tried it twice, and I passed both times, but I didn't get chosen, because for the IMATs, there's like maybe 20 places per university, and then let me just reduce that. There's like 20 places per university, so they go from the top. So even if you pass and say there's 1,000 people that apply to that uni, they go from the top. So the first 20 people that get the highest grades get in. So I passed both. Was it 2 times I did it? Yeah, I passed, but I didn't get in. Yeah, I also did the yes, I didn't get in, and then I was trying in the UK as well. My friend, one of my close friends, she was in Bulgaria at the time studying medicine in Pleven. So when Italy didn't work out, I spoke to her and she was like, just come to Pleven, like it's not as hard to get into. You have the grades, you've done the degree, like you know your stuff. So I came to Pleven because she was in Pleven. She's finished now. She's a doctor in the UK. I'm so proud of her. Let me not even get into that, because every time I think about it, I'm just like, my babe, like literally that's my girl. So yeah, that's why I came to Pleven specifically, because my friend was here. My friend was here as we live in the same place in the UK. We're both from Leeds, family friends. We grew up, you know, together in the same church, so we're really close. So I knew if I came here and she was here, I would have her, you know. And since I've been here, there's been a lot more like black students, a lot more like black African, black UK, Asians, and there's a lot of us here. So it's, to be honest, it seems like when I went back to uni, I went to Bradford Uni, full of Asians, full of black, the same thing here. The same thing here. Obviously it's a different country, but you have your people. So yeah, okay. How is Bulgaria in general? Okay, so I'm gonna be really honest. If you're coming from the UK, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna find it difficult, because it's like what was it, like a shop, what was it, I don't know the word they used, but it's a different, like a totally different world. Because in the UK, like, this is a communist country. Bulgaria, it was a communist country. So in the UK, come from a place where everyone is so nice, so lovely, like so jovial. When you go out to Wilkinson's, you go to Tesco, the cashiers are nice to you. Everyone is, you know, we're so polite in the UK. Everyone is like, oh, you know, excuse me, da da da. Not here. Okay, they don't care. They can barge into you. I can count so many times someone's barged into me instead of just saying excuse me, and not in English, but like esvinete, which is the, you know, equivalent to excuse me. No one says excuse me. They just barge into you. No one lines up. They just, especially if you're like black, or you're a foreigner, you're Asian, they will barge into you. They don't queue up, they will cut into the queue. Like, it's different, so you have to get used to that. And that is a bit like, when I'm a very bubbly person, I'm that person that, because I used to work in retail, I'm so lovely, I'm so bubbly, like I'll talk to anyone. So sometimes when you're like coming like this and someone's looking at you like, is like, oh, you know what I mean? But you get used to it. There's some really lovely people like everywhere. You find some amazing people. You're like, wow, I can't believe you're Bulgarian, because everyone is so hard. So, you know, but yeah, but that's how it is. That's how the people are. They're just not as friendly, as open as we are from the UK. That's just not how it is. Talking about living here, it's fine. There's not much to do. It's not like the UK. It's fine. It's just fine. What did they say? How is the course? Yeah, so tips and tricks about the course is just to get ahead. There's a lot that you have to do. There's a lot that you have to study, and I'll talk more about that later, but you just have to try and get ahead. Have people that are in the upper years that you can talk to, that you trust, that can give you like the real like, okay, this specific subject, this teacher's like this. I've got some, like, I usually give the people that are below me like my notes, and we talk to them like, okay, this is, you're doing this subject, you're doing anatomy, be careful of this, be careful of that. And just like how people did before me, like my friend that was here, she was amazing, she gave me all the tips, and so that's just how it is. So you just talk to people that are ahead of you. If you guys decide to come to Pleven, you can always holler at me. I will give you the information, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and that's how I've been with all my friends that have been here that are in lower years. I don't want to make you scared or whatever, but I don't want you to think that it's easy peasy when it's not. And I don't want you to get into the habit of, a lot of people get into the habit of, oh, it's chill because they know that they're gonna cheat or something. But you want to be a doctor at the end of the day, you can't cheat your way through your exams and stuff like that. So you need to know what you're talking about. So I think hard work, trying to get ahead as well, that's really good. Okay, so they also asked, what A levels did you take? I took chemistry, biology, maths, and French. Yes. And I feel like it doesn't, as long as you take your chemistry and your biology, that's fine. You can have, you know, physics, you can have maths, you can have anything else. Can people that side speak English? Yes and no. So the teacher, obviously the course is taught in English, so all the teachers speak English. The standard of the English, some of them speak really good English, some of them the English is a bit down. Sometimes you'd be like, what are you saying? Huh? There was this class that we had, oh my gosh, me and my friends would never stop laughing. So the teacher was reading something for us, and she wanted to say abuse, A-B-U-S-E. She said Abbas. We were like, me and my friend were like, we laughed so much, and we still laugh about it. So like sometimes some teachers are not really good at English, but you know, you understand what they're trying to say. It's difficult for them to like know exactly how to pronounce the words, as long as they know what it means, as long as they can teach you. Yeah, some of them are really good at English, and that's like something that can cause problems when you're trying to study for certain things. So like certain assistants, certain lecturers might be not as good as speaking English, so when they're trying to speak to you, it's harder for them to like explain what they want to explain, because think about it, they're thinking about it in Bulgarian, then they have to like translate it in their mind to English and then say it. Sometimes it's like lost in translation, but they do try. A lot of them can speak good English, some of them cannot. It is what it is. How did I adjust? Basically, I'm the type of person that is really easy for me to adjust to anything, because I lived in Ghana, then I moved to Italy, then I moved to the UK, and I'm here. Like, it's very easy for me to adjust. As long as, I tell people, as long as you have your internet, you have your house, you're good, you're Gucci. Just you know, make sure that you're coming with the view of, I want to be a medical doctor, this is what I want to do. And so that you don't focus so much on the things that are not right, you focus on the things that are right, you focus on the things that you're grateful about, being able to study what you wanted to do. So focus on the good things and don't focus too much on the bad things. So that's what I do. It's hard to not get sucked into the negative, but like, we have a Christian union, which I love, and one of my best friends, he's like he kind of leads the church, but he always speaks about, if we keep talking about the things we don't like about Pleven, we're giving so much more ammunition. But when we talk about the good things about Pleven, we're gonna even see the best in people. Like, you can't see the best in someone or something or somewhere if you keep talking about the negatives. And it's hard because sometimes you're like, oh, I'm sick and tired of these people. But you know what, they're living their lives, you're living your life. Don't let your happiness depend on other things, if that makes sense. Adjusting, like food wise, they have like most of the foods we have in the UK. It's just that it might be a bit expensive if you want specific things. Like prawns are really expensive. I've been complaining about it since I came here. Prawns are expensive. Salmon is like, it's normally expensive in the UK, but it's like triply expensive here because it's like they're importing the stuff, if it makes sense. So stuff like that. We don't have Primark in Pleven, so that's annoying. We have a McDonald's in Pleven, we have a cinema, and we have an H&M, and then we have other shops that are Bulgarian shops. So like Primark is not there, and sometimes you just need to go to Primark to get tights, to get basic stuff, not here. So you need to get all that stuff when you're coming, like shopping and stuff. But you can go to Sofia, that's the capital, and they have Zara, they have Bershka, they have a lot of things, but still not a Primark. Girl, this thing is paining me that I don't have Primark here. It's really paining my soul. It pains me daily. So yeah, that's the thing. Okay. How is the lifestyle in general? Yeah, there's not much going on really. As I said, one cinema, one McDonald's. We have malls, so we have a big mall where the McDonald's and the H&M is. Lifestyle, I feel like there's not much to do, but then because you're with your friends, you're at uni, there's a lot of people that hang out. Like, you hang out a lot with your friends, so you have the ability to hang out with your friends whenever you guys want, do whatever you want to do. People go traveling a lot, like sometimes when we have like weekends off, or people go traveling during the weekend. Yeah, so the lifestyle is what you make it. It can be really boring or it can be really exciting. It's up to you. Okay, let's move on. So okay, so hey, I really don't want to come across as weird. I'm just in a very desperate situation and need as much help as I can get. I want to study medicine and I'm considering studying in Bulgaria, Pleven. I have heard different opinions on Sofia and Plovdiv, and most likely will rule them out as an option, but wanted to know about Pleven. How is the uni like? The structure, the organization? Is there anything I should know that the agency will not tell me? Will you recommend it? I really do not want to disturb you, but I feel like I'm in the loop and just would like an honest opinion. I've heard Sofia GMC is under question and Plovdiv is very unorganized, lack of staff. This will mean the most to me. Thank you. You're welcome. So she's got other questions as well. In terms of medicine, would you recommend Pleven? In terms of social life, not partying, but at the end of the day, you're there for 6 years. Would you recommend the city? Would you even recommend this route or biomed route? And could you also transfer to other cities if you don't like it? Say Sofia, Varna. Okay. How is the uni like? The thing about the unis here in Bulgaria, and depending to the UK, because I was there as well, in the UK, anything can be, you can take anything up to the department and be like, I'm not happy about this, I want this changed, and they will always try to do something because the UK is such a big like infrastructure. The uni here, they don't really care most of the time. Just be like, so what do you want me to do? What do you really want me to do? So it's hard to get like little things sorted out. If you're really pressed about a situation, it's really hard for them to really care about it. The uni itself is for the students, but I feel like they could really do a lot better to help the students when they have little problems. But we have the aims, and that's like a student type of thing, where if you have any issues you can go to them specifically to tell them about stuff like that, and they can try and liaise with the university to, you know, bring about change. So we wanted like longer library periods, and they went to the uni and they managed to get like it extended, so we have like longer library periods now. Not as much as we wanted it to like midnight I think, but they did it like a bit earlier, so it opens earlier and stuff. Just because of the way the uni is. Like here in the UK, I remember going to uni and staying all night, like doing all-nighters before exams, like all the time. But here the libraries are not open overnight. That's just what it is. So stuff like that. The structure, I don't know what she means by structure of the organization. She said, is there anything the agency would not tell me? They will not tell you about the struggles because they don't really live here, they're not going through it. They would not tell you about that. But yeah, just stuff like that. Rent is really high for the city that we're in, because Pleven is literally a village, so rent has really increased. And before it was like 300 levs, which is like roughly £150 per month per person. Now that has doubled. It's like £600, I mean 600 levs, which is like £300, which, you know, when you're thinking about it, it's not that much, but it is if your parents are like supporting you, if your parents don't have that much money, like, do you get what I mean? In the place that we are, it's expensive, so things in general are getting higher in price because we're students and we're here and we're like boosting the economy. So like a lot of people are like taking advantage of that, and like things are just getting higher in price, but it's still cheaper than the UK if you think about it in that way. But in the UK you get help in it from the government, but you don't get help here. There are student loans that are supposed to be available, but they have not been available since I've been here. So they have not been available. I have not been able to get student loans because they are offered by the banks, and the banks have not offered them since I've been here. The people from the upper years, so my friend that's gone now, and other people that are in like upper years, so 4th, 5th, 6th, they have student loans, but I feel like they've just kind of run out of money and they're not giving them out anymore. So you won't get, don't come here thinking you're gonna get loans, because so far it has not happened. Would I recommend it? So in comparison with Sofia and Plovdiv, I have heard, like, I don't know because I don't go to Sofia or Plovdiv, but I have heard that Sofia, yes, as you said, is under the GMC because there's been a lot of like discrepancies and stuff like that. Sofia to me is like, because it's the capital, is quite distracting because there's so much more that you can do there. You can go out all the time. Like, this little village is small, but I feel like it's good for you to just get your head down and study, and even then we don't study. So imagine if you were in Sofia and there's so much going on, like, sis. So yeah, I feel like what's I gonna say? Yeah, I feel like I would prefer Pleven over Sofia because it's less distracting with like what to do and stuff like that. Plovdiv, I don't know because I've not really been there, like, you know, but it's got Burger King, so I don't know if I don't know if Burger King is a deciding factor for you. Like, they've got that. I know my friend, well, I've got one of my friends that lives that goes to uni in Plovdiv, and they get a lot more material than we get. So like uni material, so like when you get, so let me just explain it. When you have like say anatomy, for example, you go into anatomy, you have the classes, you have the practicals, and you have the lectures and everything. In Plovdiv, sorry, they had like a big handbook of everything that you need to know, kind of thing. In Pleven, we don't get that, so depending on the teacher, they can do that for you. So at some point, I had a lady that gave us the information for the upper limb, the lower limb, and the brain. This was to her discretion. She did it for us, but it wasn't done by the uni. So do you see what I mean? Whereas in Plovdiv, they get a lot more material, so they will get like, and I think obviously they have to pay for it, but they get a lot more learning materials than we get here. So here you do most of your notes yourself. So we did most of our notes ourselves anyways. That's the thing. But I don't know anything else about Plovdiv. I just know that it's got KFC. They give more learning materials and people go there a lot more than they come to Pleven. But I do think Pleven is now, I feel like Pleven was the best medical university in Sofia and has been the best medical university in Bulgaria, and has been the best medical university in Bulgaria since, and because it's been the longest standing. I think it's been here for ages. So yeah, it's the one that's been here the longest, really and truly. Yeah, what else?